Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here at Ventureland. We are, well actually my son and I are going to Venture Bay. Sorry about that. It seems kind of weird that I am walking away from the entrance. It's because I forgot my phone into my car. Now I'm walking at the right direction. Wow, there's a lot of kids here too. Maybe that's why the buses are here for. All right, I had to go through security because stuff in my stuff was like buzzing of my stuff. Well, it looks like turnstiles are still not working. Oh, here's Tyler. Well, it's a bit windy today, so I'm surprised that some of the rides are still going on. I'm not sure which rides would stop because of wind. We just have to find out. So we'll have to see. There's only one person on that. Actually, there's more than one. Man, it's just like so hot outside. It says 91 on my car temperature, but I don't know if that's even right. So I'm gonna have to find out. Maybe it's the right temp on the weather app. Maybe one of these days they'll have the corrected time. I don't know about you guys, but I am just walking from the entrance to here. I'm already sweaty. Oh, these are new. Some changes are going on. Not much, but I can guarantee you next year it's going to be quite different. Like I said, I don't know. I wonder what they're going to do with that. Not sure. It'd be kind of cool if it was something. Like maybe a picnic area. One thing they should have is like a restroom somewhere along this way. Or turn that into a restroom and just kind of make that completely different. Who knows? As far as these days, the best day to go is when it's really hot outside of Venture Bay. There's nothing better than taking a swim, especially with all that stuff, like the roller coaster going behind us. That's going on while we're swimming. Goes all the way up to the lazy river. So pretty cool. Well, here we are at Venture Bay. It's really super hot out right now. That looks pretty refreshing. Well, here's the new Hyperlight. I can't really film, but that's all brand new. They have like music, I think fog, I don't know. Maybe it's just like very mist water that looks like fog. I heard it's pretty cool. Maybe we'll go on it, I don't know. Just to see what it's like. Man, they're blaring all this music. I might get a copyright strike. Hopefully not. I have to like rinse out my cup so I can get some sodas, and we're probably gonna get something to eat here real quick. Find out what we want to eat. I don't think I'm gonna go on that. That looks pretty scary. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get a locker to put our stuff in. I might be filming the rest of this on my phone. This place is called Grubhub. We got bacon cheeseburger, hamburger, chicken tenders, Morning Star Garden Burger. Even they got a fruit cup. Now that's fries and cheeseburger. That's like bacon cheese bundle. I don't know what sounds good. They got like cheese curds. It's just for snacking. Shellfish. Oh, they got fish. I think we're just gonna have for the cheese curds. Got myself some cheese curds and my season pass free drink cup. I had these cheese curds before and they were really good. Okay, okay, so I switched to my phone. All right, so we're gonna find a place to actually sit. All right, it's time to get myself acclimated into the water. I'm sorry if you guys can't hear me very well because this is my phone, so I don't know how this is gonna work out. So here we go. We're gonna go on the Hyperlight here soon. Me and Tyler want to try it, but I can't film it, so you might be able to find some footage of the Ventureland Hyperlight on maybe Facebook or maybe on the website or maybe VenturelandResort.com or actually VenturelandResort.com, so you guys can check that one out. So sorry again if I can't take you up there, but look at this view. Isn't that cool? Nice. You may not be able to see me very well, but back here in that little plastic area, there's these water, like this water is like dripping down. So if it's a very hot day, this gets hot, this will cool you off. And it's kind of nice too. So yeah, just wanted to point that out. Okay, we decided to go on the Hyperlight, so that's what we're going to go on right now. But I have to put this stuff away. I put the phone away. Yay. Alright, we just got done swimming. I'm a bit exhausted. It was a lot of fun though. At least I got cooled off, which is good. But the Hyperlight, it's hard to see. It's a bit dark, but that's my deal. Plus I got like a lot of water that's coming in my face. But if it was a little bit brighter, that'd be awesome. It's a lot of fun, but only if the lights were a little brighter. But like I said, it's probably just me. Because in my eyes, I don't know. Pretty cool, you should try it out. Hyperlight. Maybe next year I might do the other slides, something similar to that, but a different concept. I don't know. We're just gonna have to see what they're gonna do for next year. Well, that's my day with Adventure Bay. That rhymed, didn't it? But we're on our way to see the Nerveless Knocks. Here we go. The shade. We need more shade. Yeah, I have an idea. Put that in the comments below if you guys want to see me ride all the kiddie rides. If I'm allowed to. That'd be kind of fun and odd. So just put a comment down below. Hardly no line for the monster, which is kind of weird. Well, showtime is about, I think, about 5 minutes. Enjoy the show, if I didn't say that earlier. All right, here we are.
Jetpack Water Circus. Man has always dreamed of taking flight. In 1961, the rocket boat was brought to the United States Army, and the very first jetpack took flight. Then in 1965, James Bond brought that jetpack to the masses in his famous movie Thunderball. With his daring escape at the end, every child in America wanted a jetpack of their own. Then along came the Jetsons. They promised me a flying car by 2025. I don't have a flying car, any of you? No. But we do have the newest in water flight technology. From the Wright brothers to SpaceX, the desire to fly has led to some incredible inventions along the way. Today, we are going to show you 2 of those inventions. Now, in our aquadrome behind me right now, you will see that Mark has taken the helm of that Yamaha Superjet. See, that is no ordinary jet ski in that aquadrome. Oh no. That jet ski is able to pump 5,000 gallons of water each and every minute up a hose and out the boots that Peter is securing to his feet right now. We definitely want to allow Peter a minute to make sure those boots are nice and secured, because 5,000 gallons of water will blow the boots right off of anyone. Once Peter feels that those boots are completely secured, he's going to dip himself into the water. I have a question for you. Have any of you ever used a garden hose before? Have you ever gotten a kink in your garden hose? Yeah. What happens to the water? It stops running. Absolutely. So if we take that principle and we apply it to what Peter is doing, the same result will happen. If there is a kink in that 60-foot hose, Peter will be falling straight out of the sky. Yeah, there's no amount of water in that pool that's going to make that not hurt. That is why Peter is going to hop into that water, and he is going to slowly around the perimeter of our aquadrome. When he tells us that hose is fully extended, there are no kinks, he is going to give us the all clear signal. At that time, I am going to ask you to help me count him out of the water. Now, before I do that, I did notice a few people coming in, and I'm going to be nice. Yeah. So if you're just joining us now, this is the last warning that the first 3 rows are soak zones. I say soak because it's no joke. You're going to be wet. Rows 4 and 5, you might feel a nice spray, but on a hot day like today, it's going to feel great. All right, ladies and gentlemen, help me count Peter out of the water in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Peter Hammersuck!
Wow.
Now you can clearly see that 5,000 gallons of water is being pumped up that hose and out the boots on Peter's fleet. That is what allows him to hit those heights of well over 40 feet above our heads. I said soak and I said no joke. You will notice that Peter primarily uses just the movement of his feet in order to twist, turn, and soak you. I said he was the world's best flyboarder, not the world's best dancer. Now we lovingly refer to Peter as the Nerveless Kocks Superman because he literally flies through the sky just like Superman can. Now let's explain to you exactly what's happening when Peter just flies through the sky like Superman. See, he's got 5,000 gallons of water he has to push out behind him. And then he has 5,000 gallons of water he has to tuck right back underneath him or he's belly flopping in our pool. I call that a superhuman crunch. Oh yeah, if he's pointing at you, run, or it's already too late. Time. Give it up for one of the world's best flyboarding pilots today. His name is Peter Hammersuck. Now don't you worry, Peter is going to be back shortly. In fact, Peter is going to be performing one of the most difficult stunts that any flyboarder can perform out in an ocean or a lake where there is plenty of room for error. We're going to have Peter performing this in our pool. But I mentioned to you that we in fact have 2 pieces of water flight technology. Right now behind me, Mark Mikey is getting ready to take to the skies on that second piece of machinery. But how did we get here? The Nocks circus and entertainment routes date back to the 1800s when they were established as Switzerland's first circus. Climbing 80-foot swaying poles and performing their acrobatics atop it, the Nocks quickly became legendary. After performing for Queen Elizabeth in 1954, she declared them nerveless, and they have been known as the Nerveless Kocks ever since. Then in 1977, they partnered with water ski show pioneer Tommy Bartlett to bring their outdoor stunts to his outdoor theater in the Wisconsin Dells. For 43 years, they worked side by side, entertaining the masses in the Wisconsin Dells. Then, when Tommy Bartlett was forced to close their doors in 2020, Michelangelo did not want this legacy to die. So he had the brilliant idea of bringing water stunt shows to you. And the Nerveless Kocks Flying Jetpack Circus was born. Now, at that time, Mark Mikey was the show director of the water ski show. Having spent 30 plus years as a professional water ski and stuntman, and 8 years as a driver for Team Kawasaki, he seemed the absolute perfect fit for this piece of flying machinery. See, right now, Peter is going to be taking the helm of that Yamaha jet ski. And I want you to welcome Mark Mikey into the skies as he takes off on the world's first flying water bike. We call this the Generator. From the water to the sky, put your hands together for the Generator. Now you can see that this generator works very similarly to that flyboard. There is still 5,000 gallons of water being pumped up that hose, but out the nozzles Mark is using to control its movements in these confined spaces. Now I say confined spaces, and I'm sure you guys are looking at an amazing pool for your backyard. And it's true, it would be. But when we put in a full-size jet ski, something roughly the size of a motocross bike, and a 60-foot hose, we have left Mark nowhere to go but up. Now this generator was actually designed in 2011, and it was designed for long-distance open water racing. Mark is going to give you a little taste of exactly what those hot laps would look like. Except out in an open ocean, he has a lot more room to maneuver. Now, if you haven't had a second to set a picture of the world's first flying water bike, Mark is going to take a couple more laps so you can do that. And if you get a good shot, please remember to tag Adventureland and the Nerveless Kocks. One last time, taking that lap around our aquadrome. Give it up for our generator pilot, Mark the Bunkman Mikey. Now, I mentioned that we were going to have Peter fly one more time, and he is getting ready to do that. In fact, he is about to perform the most spectacular stunt and the most dangerous that can be performed on a flyboard out in the ocean or the water where there is plenty of room to err. Here, he has absolutely no room for error. And speaking of no room, I'm wondering if there might be 3 young volunteers who'd be willing to come down here and answer a trivia question. You guys can come down. You can come with her. Come on down. Come here. Come here. And come on down. You all have your hands up. Why not? All right, here we go. Are you guys having fun at Adventureland today? Oh, I love that. Okay. Do you guys like doing math during summer? Woo! That was so good. All right. I'm going to start with the absolute hardest question first. Ready? What is your name? Is it really? Nice to meet you. I'm Jessica. All right. These questions are going to be very easy, I promise. What's your name, darling? Nice to meet you, Lillian. What's your name?
Alyssa.
Hi, Alyssa. What's your name?
Taylor.
Nice to meet you. And what's your name?
Malachi.
Hi, Malachi. All right. So I have a math question for you. Now, if you do not know the math formula, that is perfectly fine because I take best guesses. All right? Here we go. This aquadrome behind me is 45 feet long, it is 30 feet wide, and when I fill her all the way up, she's about 4 feet tall. How many gallons of water do you think this pool can hold?
40 gallons.
There we go. We're doing the math over here. I love it. You keep thinking. You go, team, go. I'm going to start over here, though. All right, sweetheart. How many gallons of water do you think this pool might hold?
15.
Ooh, that's a great guess. All right, what do you think?
142.
Ooh, 142. How very specific of you. I love that. All right, what are you thinking?
64.
64. We have some great guesses here. Are either of you ready? Are you ready? Okay, how many gallons of water do you think the Aquadrome can hold? 50. Good guess. I got one more coming. What are you thinking?
Calculations. If it is correct, 65.
Ooh, very good. You guys did a great job with that question today. Do you want to know how many gallons of water this pool can actually hold? It can actually hold 40,000 gallons of water.
Well, that was
Yep, it took a fire hose and a whole day to fill it up. But if you look down here, it does not take Peter that long to empty it, right? All right, how about we take a look at our audience and you guys wave. How about a round of applause for our amazing volunteers? Thank you guys so much. Now remember, those first 3 rows are soak zones, so if you guys want to get wet, that's free. Not to be me, on the other hand, I'm moving over to the side as we count Peter out of the water one last time. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Peter Emerson! Now, as Peter circles that pool, what he is actually doing, besides splashing you, is making sure there are absolutely no kinks in that hose. Because we are going to ask him to perform the most difficult stunt any flyboarder can perform. When he tells me that conditions are perfect, he is going to dip himself down into that water, rise up high in the sky, and throw himself backward. Now, Peter cannot see anything when he is upside down. In fact, he can't see anything until he's around, upright, and just about to land. Hopefully in our Aquadrome. Give it up for one of the world's best flyboarding pilots today, Peter Emerson. I said best flyboarding pilot. Nowhere did I mention his dancing skills. Who wants to see him flip that flyboard again? The louder you cheer, the more he flips. If you didn't catch it before, check out his backflip. We lovingly refer to him as the Nerveless kocks Superman, and now you have seen why. show. Our performers will be available after the show in case you'd like to get a picture, get an autograph, or just say hi. They would love to meet you. The only cost is your patience because I make the boys put away their toys before they come out and play. We hope you had a great time here at the Nerveless Kocks Flying Jetpack Water Circus. Enjoy the rest of your day here at Adventureland.
It was a great show. I liked it. You guys should come see the show. They're only here till Saturday. Maybe this video might not be up till Saturday, but I don't know. You gotta check it out. All right, well, that's it for today. Went swimming, saw the Nerveless Kocks, and then they're gonna be here till Saturday. I think that's their last show, but you can check it out and see when the shows are. We'll see you guys in the next video. If you guys can, please give me a thumbs up. That'd be great and highly appreciated, just to show that you care. So, we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.